Hey YouTubers, today we're going to talk about the Xpro 250X. Alright, this model is a 2023, it is the 6-speed, and I just wanted to answer some questions that some of you may have about this particular bike. Okay, so these bikes, they're aftermarket bikes. By no means am I sponsored by Xpro. Of course, I wish I was. But I will tell you my personal experiences about this bike. So the shipping was great, okay? So they shipped the bike to me. I ordered on Monday and I picked it up on Wednesday. So they shipped it out and I found it coming close to my house. So I went and picked it up 2 days earlier. Okay, so I got it in 2 days. So, and as far as the paperwork goes, they said I would get the paperwork a day before or a day after the bike arrived. Unfortunately, the paperwork didn't come. It took 8 days, and I finally got it. So 8 days, I finally got the paperwork. I was a little wondering about that. So, but wasn't a problem. I finally got the paperwork, registration-wise. So I got the paperwork, went to my local DMV, got the VIN verification, went inside. 20 minutes later, I walked out, new title in the mail coming, and a plate. Registered, no problem. No problem whatsoever. So it was a great experience on my end. When I picked up the bike, I brought it home. As you can see, I put the bike together. Very easy to put together, actually very fun putting it together. Because then I learned a lot more about the bike as I was putting it together. So, you can learn on if something doesn't look right later, you can go, oh, that doesn't look right. That's not how I put it together. So you can kind of get an idea of what's going on with your bike also because of that. But as far as this particular bike goes, I can tell you from my experience, performance is phenomenal. Suspension, phenomenal. What else you can't expect anything else for a 2000 bike, $2,000 bike, completely street legal, ready to go, has the suspension, performance in the dirt, it has a great riding experience on the road. I personally cannot, explain how well it does in the dirt and on the road. Me personally, I run it, I get it 68 miles an hour, stock gearing, okay? Now I will tell you one thing I did do is I did order the Nibby carb. Before, at the same time as I ordered the bike, I ordered the carb. It's a PE 30 carb. I wanted a little bit more carburetor. I put it in as I was building the bike. So I didn't get the before and the after of the bike stock with the original carb because I didn't want to take the bike apart again. I wanted to do it all at the same time as I was building the bike. So it went on very easily. It wasn't a problem, but I will tell you, I can't tell you it made a difference because I don't know, but I'm sure it did. So I am positively happy with the experience that I have owning the bike, regardless if I'm on the dirt or on the main highway. It does phenomenal. It does everything I need it to do. And this is all, like I said, this is all my personal experience and my personal opinion. I know that there have been other people out there that have had registration problems. They've had shipping problems. They've had riding problems. I know for me, every time I ride my bike out in the dirt and whatnot, when I bring it home, I wash it. When I wash it, I find that this bolt's loose or that bolt's loose or whatever. I can maintain it as I go along periodically so I can find those problems. So I'm not one of those people that are saying, yeah, it's falling apart. I'm sorry, but every bike falls apart if you do not maintain it and fix the problems as they occur or tackle them, as you say. So, but this bike here, for the money, for the performance, per the suspension, you've got adjustments that you can make and everything else for your riding, what you're going to be doing. But for me, just the ability to get the bike for $2,000 delivered to your house, and this is what you got at the end result, and then the riding experience and the registration experience is phenomenal with no problems, and just for fun and to have a good time with it has been a great experience of mine. So I'm going to leave that to you guys to make that decision. But if you were thinking about getting one, I highly recommend it because my experience of it has been great. And I want you guys to also have that same experience. So once again, I recommend you do it. Once again, I'm not sponsored by Xpro, but you will be very happy with this purchase. It's probably one of the best purchases you'll do for your money. So with that note, I'll leave it at that. Enjoy your Xpro and hope you get a lot of riding time as I have already. Thank you.